Hello, it has been flipping ages since I've done a Whip Wednesday, so I thought I'd do a long one. The first finished whip I have to show is this one. Oh, it's focusing. Now, I made this a really long time ago. It's not my best work. It was the first intarsia project I ever did, and the material I chose was naff. I did this in 2 strands of cotton and it is heavy. Yeah, I really love this. I adapted it now, so basically it's got a panel and now it fits. I'm not trying it on though, it's way too warm for this weather. The first piece I actually finished in May, I think slightly before May, was this. This is the Fairy Chasm tank top by Witching Our Knits, Dora Violet, and it's part of the Jack in the Attic knit along for May, and so is this. I'll put a footage here because I'm not getting up. Yeah, as you can see, I've already knitted 2 and I have plans to knit a 3rd one. I have a problem. Obsessed with these. I haven't woven the ends in. This was a whip in my previous thing. I mean, technically it is still a whip because I've, not sewn the ends in, and it's so not the right weather for this. And it's not been blocked, so I guess still technically it's a whip. And it's Whip Wednesday, so here we are. But I made myself, gosh, you really can't see what I'm showing you, can I? This is not the best angle I've ever chosen in my life. Whoop, there you go. That's as good as you're going to get, I'm afraid, lads. Don't have the energy to stand up. But yeah, this is in dire need of good blocking, and absolutely not the right season for it. In fact, I'm melting, I need to take it off immediately. But it is a cardigan pattern that I very, very loosely followed. Okay, I didn't follow it at all. I followed the stitch pattern, learned how to do the brick stitch, and then ad-lib from there. But in theory, it was for the East Anglia Yarn Festival 2025 crochet along, and I ad-libbed severely. It's come out very 1940s, very make do and mend with the scrap yarn, which I'm super happy with. Love the colours. I had a major crisis about this far in, thought I hated it, turns out I like it, so I don't know. I think I will love it more when it's the right weather to wear that kind of knit. Other work in progress is that you will have seen before is this. I'm still working on this baby blanket for my friends. They're having a baby at the end of the summer and I didn't want it to be massive, so I'm just doing a little one. Oh, whips you haven't seen. We're now on to the exciting stuff. Whips you haven't seen. This doesn't look like anything much at the moment, but it is a fully garter stitch intarsia pattern that I'm writing myself. It's not very interesting at the minute, but things may become interesting later on, you'll find out. It's going to be like a vest. And, ooh, what else have you seen? Depending if you're a regular viewer, you may have seen my Victorian stockings. My 1861 railway stockings. Finished these. Well, I finished this one, which if you're a regular viewer you will have seen. And I am a solid way through the second one. Admittedly, it's been a couple of weeks now since I published that video, but I don't know, it's white stockinette, my guys. I really like to take this to work with me. It's a fantastic handbag project. It's very little. I mean, it is on a cone of wool, but like it fits perfectly in the cone. And this is the bag I carry with me. It's an old Jellycat bag. Or a Jellycat admiring household. You can probably see my bee in the background. I'm not like a major collector or anything. I just bought one of the purple dragons for my partner when his granddad died, because I'm like, he's not into flowers. I couldn't buy him like a bunch of flowers, and he is into dragons. I don't know. It made sense at that point in the grieving process to buy him a dragon, but it's his work dragon. They have like laptops, but they don't have set desks, and like if you have office cubicles you tend to like decorate them, you put a picture of your wife and your kids or whatever on there. And so what a lot of people do is, in protest for them not having set desks, they bring their own little mascots. It's really cute. And that's how basically they'll be like, this is my desk, it's occupied, I'm working here, and they'll put a little mascot down. Well, he's got this dragon and he takes it to work every single day in his work bag, and he puts it on his desk to show that that desk is his for the day. I love it. Anyway, massive tangent. Sorry, we're at 7 minutes in. I've shown you like 3 things and told you about a freaking dragon. This is, well, I'm very loosely following the berry t-shirt pattern for a top-down raglan style tee with some vintage Argyle chameleon yarn. I found this in a charity shop. I have 150 grams of it, and I wish I had more. I think they stopped producing it in like the 80s, so I really am solidly out of luck. I have not yet come across it again. I am ever hopeful that maybe one day I will. So I did buy some yarn in complementary colours in case I have to do the cuffs or say the bottom ribbing in a complementary contrasting colour. I could not decide between these two. This was like a perfect match for the original, and this was just fantastic and matches my favourite wellies. Oh, my partner's home. So I don't know, I'm not sure what I'm going to use. So the reason the neckline looks so weird on my work in progress and like so massive is because it doesn't have any of the ribbing that you're supposed to add in the pattern. Hello! I'm just doing a work in progress Wednesday. Please excuse my nattering.
Do I get a kiss?
You get a kiss? You have to come all the way over here and climb over a pile of yarn, but you get a kiss.
That's no different from normal, I suppose.
That, yeah, I was just going to say, that's just your daily life really, isn't it?
Just about.
Love you.
Oh god. Love you too.
Can you give the curry a stir if you're up?
Oh, I suppose.
Love you.
When you done that, do you want to go fix a van?
Yes! Absolutely, I want to go fix a van. We're going places! Haha! The fuel station, but you know, places. We are passing the garage. The furthest point this van has ever been driven by us is about to be reached. Do you reckon about this corner? I reckon about this corner. Oh, bollocks and cock. Anyway, I am knitting the same pattern as my last pair of socks. It is the Drops Walking on the Moon socks, but I'm not using their yarn. And to be honest, I'm kind of making up my own stitch count based on my gauge. So I worked out how socks work. I'm vaguely following a pattern, but I've completely written out my own pattern for myself and I'm following that. So I don't know how much I can say that it is the Walking on the Moon socks. But I guess that's how I first learned how to knit socks, so now kind of all of my socks are the Walking on the Moon socks. I don't know. I think they're called the Walking on the Moon socks because of the colour. They knit them in grey, and neither of my pairs of socks have been grey, so the whole name thing doesn't really work out. And I am using another second-hand yarn that I can't get any more of, and I'm playing yet another game of Yarn Chicken. I love this. It is Rowan linen print. It's 70% viscose, 30% linen. It's honestly a pig to work with. It's quite rough on my hands. I'm not loving it, which I have heard about linen yarn, and yeah, I should have listened. But the colours, and it's so cool. So I'm hoping that I can get like a halter neck top situation out of this much wool. If not, God only knows what I'm going to do with it. I guess pray I find some more in a charity shop somewhere, or can find cotton or linen in an Aran weight, because this is chunky stuff. Like, it's much thicker than DK. It's definitely Aran. I don't know, I don't even know if anywhere sells that. Is that everything works in progress wise? That's all of my works in progress, apart from a secret project that you will see if you subscribe and watch another video. But if I show you the progress, it's going to completely ruin it, so I'm not doing that. But I do have some yarn dyeing to show you for finished objects, which is exciting. I have had some fun adventures. Actually, this is my first ever hand dyed yarn. I dyed that myself. I'm very proud of it. I've been wearing this shirt to work with a t-shirt under it. I'm not a complete hussy. Just so everyone's aware. I work in an art gallery, but the dress code is not quite that lax. And the second stuff I did is this. This knits up really pretty, but I didn't like the project. It's like quite a rough wool. I think it would be really good for like a bag or something, but I wouldn't want to wear this anywhere near my skin. And this was a really horrible colour of kind of baby sick green. It's the only way I can describe the colour it was before. And now it's this lovely colour. And it's baby merino. It's really soft and it's superwash. So I'm planning on knitting either little socks, or because my friend's baby is later in the summer, I'm thinking going up a few sizes and knitting them a little hat in like 3 to 6 months. I think that would be really cute. Thinking something slightly lacy. We don't know the gender of the child. They don't like to find out till they, it enters the world. So we are gender neutral colours. And who wants to colour code your infants based on their genitals anyway? It's weird. They're babies. What do they care? And this was from the exhaust bath of dyeing these two. This is a cotton. These are both 100% wool. And I do not know the fabric content of this. I think it is a cotton rayon blend of some description. Maybe cotton bamboo. It's definitely got something planty based in it. And I was really pleased with this one. This one knits up really cute. I did a little swatch, but I've just wound it back on the cape because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm thinking probably some kind of like little headbands or pouches or something. And then these are the latest two yarns that I just dyed, and that was really exciting. And then I have a whole load of fibre, but I can't be bothered to go dig it out, so I will put a picture up in a minute. And I dip dyed this. I wanted it to look like wisteria, and I think I absolutely nailed the brief, if I do say so myself. I am super stoked with the colour of this one. And then I am calling this one Lavender Haze. Yes, after the Taylor Swift song, I am that person. And I had some really off-white creamy mohair that I was never in a million years going to use. I had inherited it. And I just thought, I had no idea what the fibre content was even. I was pretty sure that it was going to be more nylon than natural fibre. I wasn't expecting it to dye. And it dyed this really pretty purple colour, so I'm very excited about that. That's this show and tell portion of the week done. These are my little yarny offspring. I don't have any plans to make and sell hand-dyed yarn at any scale of production. I'm just fannying around and having a bit of fun. That's the gist of it, really. So if you enjoyed this, you can like, comment, subscribe, hit the buttons, do the things, or don't. I'm not your mother, I can't tell you what to do. But it is cool when people stick around. I like to hear what everyone's working on. What projects have you finished? What projects have you started? What exciting colours of yarn have you bought? I'm nosy, tell me. And yeah, I will see you, with any luck, on Friday or Sunday, depending when I pull my finger out and edit the video, for a video that I'm very excited to show you, which is the vlog of this. So spoiler alert, if you want to see how I made these, you can watch that on, with any luck, Friday. Who am I? 2 videos in a week. There you go. That's it. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go fix a van. With any luck. I mean, it'll be after you see this, but cross your fingers. Bye!